The unlikely deportation. A man who never called America home is sent to a land he never knew. In a case that underscores the complex and often harsh intricacies of U.S. immigration law, a man who has lived virtually his entire life in the United States has been deported to Uganda, a country he left as a 6-month-old infant and has no memory of. The subject of this legal odyssey is a man known in court documents as Kilmar Ábrego García. His story, as reported, is not one of a legal border crossing as an adult, but of a decades-long administrative limbo that began in infancy and ended in a deportation that feels, to many, like exile. A life built in the shadows. Garcia's journey to the United States was not his own choice. He was brought to the country as a baby by his mother, a Ugandan national, in the mid-1990s. They entered with valid tourist visas, but when those visas expired, they remained. For Garcia, the United States became the only home he ever knew. He was educated in American schools, formed friendships, and built a life entirely enmeshed in American culture. The central tragedy of his situation lies in his unique legal status. Because he was brought by his mother and not a parent who could naturalize him, Garcia never had a clear path to citizenship. He became what immigration advocates call a lifer in the system, an individual with no legal status but deep, permanent ties to the only community they know. The unforgiving machinery of immigration law. Garcia's case came to a head following a series of events that placed him on the radar of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Despite his deep roots, U.S. law offers little flexibility for individuals in his position who have no legal status, regardless of the circumstances of their arrival. The Ugandan government initially complicated his deportation by refusing to issue the necessary travel documents for a citizen they had no record of. However, in a pivotal and devastating shift, Kampala eventually complied with the U.S. request, clearing the final administrative hurdle for his removal. His lawyers fought the deportation, arguing that sending a man with no ties, no language skills, and no memory of Uganda was not only cruel but also a misapplication of immigration law designed to remove individuals to their home countries. They emphasized that Garcia is a product of the United States in every way but the bureaucratic one. A precedent for a growing problem. Garcia's deportation raises profound questions about the U.S. immigration system's capacity for nuance and compassion. Advocates warn that his case may set a concerning precedent, demonstrating that even a lifetime of residence and cultural integration is no shield against removal if no legal status was ever granted. He now finds himself in Uganda, a nation confronting its own social and political challenges, as a de facto refugee from the only home he has ever known. He must navigate an unfamiliar culture, language, and society from scratch, with a trauma of forced removal from his family and community. The case of Kilmar Ábrego García stands as a stark testament to the fact that in the world of immigration enforcement, the letter of the law can sometimes overlook a human lifetime, leaving a man without a country caught between a homeland that expelled him and a motherland he cannot recognize.